Hello everyone, Wicked Modeler 3D here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to import a bitmap inside of Halo 1. So for Halo 1, for bitmaps, you're going to need Adobe Photoshop or any other digital manipulation software that allows you to set custom sizes that are programmed, or that are pretty much essentially pretty much hard-coded into Halo CE. So what I mean is we have to use the power tool rule, meaning we need to have a perfect square to implement various textures. So for this, you can do either size. Either one doesn't matter. You can do 1024 by 1024, 2048 by 2048, or 512 by 512. As long as those are two numbers that are exactly the same, like this, you should be good to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this size, and then what we're going to do is we're going to import a TIFF file. So we're going to go. I already have one, so I can go into my data here, and I can go into my bitmaps. So pretty much when you make a new level, you would make a new folder in the bitmaps, and this is where you should put your TIFFs in. So then that way it will reflect within the tags folder when you compile. So these are all the different ones I have. So I can just grab, for instance, this one, for instance. And what we're gonna, and so this is already set to scale, so this should be fine. And once you got the texture, now you can export it as a TIFF. So we're going to do save as, and then save it as a TIFF. You can call it however you want. For here, I already have, this is for Halo 2, but disregard. So for CE, I already have textures in here that I've already compiled. So this is where you would save it in this folder of your level name and then bitmaps. I've already have tons of TIFF files that are perfectly square, 2048, and that sort of thing, and those sizes. And then what you would do is what I would do is I would call it your level and then underscore whatever you want to call it, so you can keep it organized, so you can use it within Blender when you make a shader. So yeah, so you save it in here. And once you've saved it in there, we are going to type in command line. So in order to get in command line, we're going to go into the mod tools root folder. So in your HCEK folder, like this, you're going to left click on this search bar. And then once everything's highlighted, we're going to type in CMD. And then here, we're going to type in tool. And then we're going to be typing this command. So we're going to do tool bitmaps levels test undermine, and then backward slash bitmaps, and then you would hit enter, and assuming if you've done it correctly, it will compile most of the TIFF files that you've created. It'll generate it as a bitmap tag. So once that's done, and it's going to take a while for me, if it's just one bitmap, it's only going to compile that one that you gave it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run it in Gorilla. So we're going to go into our Gorilla program, and then we're going to make a new shader tag within here. So we're going to do shader environment since we're not working with shader models. And then here you can just select whatever type your material is based on that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down, go to your base map, and select whatever bitmap it may be, which is this one. And then you can open it, and that will be your texture in here. So that is your bitmap there. And you can plug all sorts of different ones in here. You can do detail maps, bump maps. I'm not going to get too much into this, but those I think are a little too advanced for you to learn at this moment. But yeah, so pretty much all you have to worry about is making a shader, put in the base map, and once you get done with this, you're going to save this tag into your shaders folder. So what you would do is you would go to your tags, make a new folder called shaders, and then here, this is where you would save your shader environment shaders. So it'll make that tag, and once you've saved it, now you can use that within Blender or any model 3D model program of your choice, and pretty much it'll know what you're it will know what you're talking about with, you know, when you're compiling your map and that sort of thing. So once you've compiled your map, you have to then light your map and then import it, so then that way you can see what it looks like. So in this instance, I could just load it up instantly, so I can just open it, and then you can see the shaders that are within this level, and it's going to take a little bit for it to load, and voila, there we go. So there is my tile texture I put in here, and all these other textures I've done the same process with. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'd be happy to answer them as much as the best I can. And I hope to see you in the next video. So peace out, everyone.